Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. We are starting, and this is the time that my computer decided to take a giant dump. Yay. Oh, I love technology, don't you? It's been a technology kind of week.
Big
Yay.
fan.
Yeah. But anyway, hello and thank you for joining us for session 7 of Pirates of Dark Water, a Cypher system actual play on the Happy Jacks network. To catch up on past episodes, visit happyjacks.org/Pirates of Dark Water, and to find all of the shows on Happy Jacks network, visit happyjacks.org by itself without the slash or the Pirates of Dark Water. I'm just saying.
Yarp.
Anyway, my name is Vixie Bell, and I will be your friendly neighborhood GM for this wonderful game of Pirates of Dark Water. And I cannot tell this story by myself. I just play the stuff around you and, the villains and things like that. Totally uninteresting. Anyway, these wonderful storytellers will be joining me in telling the story. So I'm asking them to tell us a little bit about themselves and who they're playing. Starting with, drum roll please, the one person with the most main character energy in the room, by design, not is Lloyd.
Hi everyone, I'm Lloyd. I'll be playing Ari. I am a princess slash pirate seeking the treasures of rule to save the world from inevitable doom.
Vixie, you muted yourself.
Inevitable what now? Sorry.
Inevitable doom.
Thank you. I didn't hear the doom bit. And let's moving on to our favorite googly-eyed pirate.
Oh, well.
You know it's coming. You knew it.
No, but everyone's a favorite here. Let's be
Yes.
real.
Okay. Yeah, that's also true. I love all of you. You're all my
I'm
favorites.
specifically your favorite googly-eyed pirate.
Yes.
Just like how my mother tells me I'm her favorite middle child. Hello.
Courtney, why don't you tell us about yourself?
Okay, sure. Hi, I'm Courtney, and I play Osmond, aka Ozzy, the googly-eyed former employee of Bloth, now working for the princess because it means not being in prison.
Yay!
He's a delightful tiny ball of chaos.
And our lovely person in red with their wonderful boat cat, because true to character, we have a cat on the boat. Pooja, you want to tell us a little bit about your character?
Hi, I'm Pooja. I don't use pronouns. And I am playing Zer, he, they, who, contract, screwing over your former boss who you hate. All the perks. Save the world. Destroy your father's legacy. The huge.
It's fine. We're fine. We're doing great. And then we have the serious, the stoic, the wonderful Komu. Joe, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and who you're playing?
Hi, everybody. I'm Joe. I will be playing Komu. He is the older, grizzled veteran warrior who needs no weapon, strikes like stone, and flows like water.
Woo! And last but not least, the delightful, the beloved Sophie. Sam, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and who you're playing?
Hello, everyone. I'm Sam Star. I use she, they, and the occasional Fae pronouns. And I get the most bestest honor in the world of playing Sophie Stormborn, they, she, who is a pirate, underground wing fighter, and the captain of this vessel.
Woo! And that is our wonderful table, everyone. Once again, I am your friendly neighborhood GM, Vixie Bell. I'll be playing everyone and everything else. And now it's time for the 3-minute TikTok recap of episode 6. So in episode 6, we found ourselves in the wonderful island of Sara, the Isle of Sara, where they were having their fighting tournament. And our lovely pirates found themselves in a dusky room with an unconscious Komu and a little thief by the name of Irina and her hawk knife, which is a type of bird that has razor-sharp feathers. The hawk knife immediately took issue with Sophie, tried to take out Sophie's face, multiple times, while everyone else tried to reason with Irina, who happened to be holding not one, but 2 treasures of rule. Komu regained consciousness, and we found out a little bit about what happened to Komu. It turns out he met Koa before everyone else did, and it did not go well. Fortunately for Komu, you managed to survive the encounter and were cleansed of the dark water thanks to one of the treasures of rule. Upon finding both of these treasures of rule and having a heartfelt conversation with Irina, in which you did not turn her into the authorities, you decided that your best course of action was to get onto the Aurora, your ship, and escape. Escape in quotes, because no one really knew where you were or what you were doing, but you are taking some of the prizes from the big fighting tournament they were getting ready to host. But as a gesture of good faith, you did leave most of the gold behind. I believe Ozzy filled their pockets with just a little bit, just a little compensation for your troubles and all that good stuff. Just, it's fine. You got your money back on your bets. Cool.
Yep. The important thing was that we didn't lose any money doing the right thing.
Yes, very important. And on that note, you guys hopped onto the Aurora, where Cassandra told you that the next treasure of rule could be found at her home, her ancestral home, the island of the Espers, to which you set sail in that direction. I can't remember if it was east, west, or west. I know it wasn't north or south because we already did those, but one of those directions you went in towards the island of the Espers. And this culminated in a very cute little moment between Sophie and Komu. And that is where we currently find ourselves in a makeshift arena that has been constructed. A few hours later, where we left you getting ready to face off for the spar that you've been waiting to have for quite some time. That said, let me get into my notes so I can read descriptions. A makeshift arena has been created on the deck of the Aurora. Komu and Sophie, you are currently facing each other on either side of this arena. Everyone else, their food has been prepared. This is very much an evening event. The daylight has faded. The scent of sea salt fills your salt water, fish, wood, and a light breeze. So fill your nostrils as you sail into the deep, into the open ocean, not the deep. You're not in a submarine. Into the open ocean. The orange glow of torchlight illuminates the arena. And here we find ourselves. Just for a quick look around the room before we get to the main event, Komu and Sophie. Zaire, what are you up to as this face-off takes place?
I think I'm sitting there with Dova, my cat companion, curled around me, and we're enjoying a really nice dinner, making some let's say that on this island there are some look, right in there were some trees, and I knew we could harvest those nuts to make a very nice popped snack for
fantastic.
This event.
I could. Sorry. Yes. I think this is great. These popped nuts are amazing.
These popped nuts.
I said it again and I didn't mean to. I'm gonna shut up. Anyway, so that's Zaire. Zaire is sitting with Dova enjoying a snack.
Look, we
Vixie,
all know who we are.
We need a clean take on that. Can you slate your name and repeat?
I'm good. We're gonna move on to Ozzy. What are you up to?
Sorry, I'm just enjoying Pooja and the
goddamn
cat.
child.
Yeah. Oh,
look.
Ozzy's
He's
a
really
very
excited
similar-
that I finally sat down this morning.
Oh,
You're so cute. Sorry, my boys, they don't sit on me like that. And Wayne is
Aw.
over here very intensely staring out the window, probably at a squirrel. Anyway, so Ozzy is, I think she's also sitting down enjoying snacks as well. But I think she needs like a place to perch up a little higher to
Mhm.
see everything. So like maybe she's sitting kind of like on the edge of the ship or on top of a barrel or something, just cross-eyed and be like, fight. She's
Fantastic.
very excited to see this. She may have, so like, who could she have placed bets with? Like, who wants to?
Who wants to place a bet with Ozzy?
Oh my God, yes, Ari.
Yay!
I am.
Yeah,
I am
Zare's
like-
getting in on that action.
So Ari's like brought in one of the cork boards and is like got like a really crude drawing of both contestants and has put it up and is making up odds for who's winning on both sides.
That's so funny.
Oh my God,
And it's
amazing.
like taking in bets, is like going through all they've just for comedic purposes, they found a cap that covers like they're like a see-through cap that they've put over themselves, probably
Yes.
biologically made, like an animal or something.
Right.
With an eye on the top that they put on top, and they're just doing the odds as they can.
Fantastic. So that's so Ari's taking bets. I think Cassandra is also like betting, but it's somebody else's gold. Like somebody handed her a couple pieces of gold and says, "Go have fun." And so she's like, "I'm gonna put 2 pieces on Sophie, please."
Ooh, you sure? Sophie's got a 1 to 2 on this one. You only make 50 back. You should make it 3 pieces.
Oh, I always root for the underdog.
Oh, wait, no. Sophie's not. You know what? You're good. Get over here. Give me that money. It's all good. Don't put it down.
She gives you the 2 gold pieces. So all this cacophony of activity is happening around you both, Sophie and Komu. And my question here is, how is this fight going to begin? Who is going to essentially start and say the ready fight thing from like Mortal Kombat?
Oh, I'll do ready fight.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Ozzy.
if there is ever a fight announcer, it is Ozzy.
Yeah.
Ozzy, if you'll do the honors, show us how
Right.
you would do that.
She'll scuttle into the middle. Like, all right, I do not want a clean fight no matter what. Because the dirty fight is far more entertaining. All right, you
Heard.
looks up at Kama. Are you ready?
Always.
You, she looks up at Sophie. Are you ready?
Sophie rolls their neck and like rolls their shoulders back a bit and looks at Komu and is like, "Is this really what you want today, sir?"
I'll
Let's
take that
dance.
as a yes. All right, ready. Fight! And then she like hurries away to get very quickly out of the way of the violence. That's
Like
about to happen.
slides underneath the ropes around the mat.
Yes.
Yes,
Fantastic.
yes.
And go
All
perches
right.
back up on her little barrel, cross-legged, eating her nuts so she can enjoy.
So, Sophie and Komu, this is how we're going to do this. These are going to be contested roles. Both of you are physical people, so these are going to be might rolls. Feel free to apply any abilities within the bounds of consent. Presumably, because we are doing PvP with consent from both players, there will be no kill shots. Most you can do is knock each other out, which I love to do. So it'll be fine.
It is kind of your MO.
Yep.
Yeah.
Become my. I don't want to RP you, so you are now unconscious. Yay! But anyway, so that's the most you can do. I will let you decide how grievous your wounds are. Again, if you are playing Cypher system, which is what we are playing with, the new Cypher system does have like a wound situation that calculates damage. However, because my players were new and the system hadn't come out yet when we started playing this game, we are playing the old version where you take points from your pool. I will tell you both, because this is a PvP combat, you will be allowed to make recovery rolls once the combat is over. Just make sure you don't get, if your points go to 0, you're pretty much knocked out. So please, keep that in mind. And that's everything that I have to tell you on the mechanical side. So Ozzy has said, ready, fight. Round 1, let's go.
Can we do a speed roll to see who gets
I was
gets
just
in
about to.
first?
You want to do a speed roll to see who
I
does?
was literally about to say I'll give Komu the act. I'll actually let Komu take the first hit.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
out of respect for my elders.
Oh my god.
Age before
Age before
beauty.
beauty.
Woo!
Yes.
And that's what
Already.
Sophie, that's literally what Sophie says once Ozzy runs
just
off.
Gonna take 10 intellect damage from that.
Respect for my elders and all.
Woo! Oh, burn.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, if Sophie's doing reactive defense, Komu's gonna approach, open a volley with just a succession of quick like jabs and strikes, not meaning to make contact just yet. He's also trying to take a measure of you, but he's swinging and he wants to know, how do you defend?
Okay. I think, question, Vixie.
Yes.
When it comes to specific moves that say like it costs a certain amount of trait points, we're pulling that from the overall number that we have in that, right?
Yes. So, for
Okay.
example, if you are paying, if you need to pay 2 might to use a skill, you would take that out of your pool to pay it. However, if you have something called, it's like I call it the discount coupon. It also starts with an E because both of them
Edge.
starts with an E. If you have edge, thank you. Words, they are hard. If you have an edge
We
that
know 'em.
acts, yes. Yes, I do. I try. If you have edge, that takes helps subtract. So let's say you have 1 edge and it costs 2 points of might. You'd only have to spend 1 point. instead.
Okay.
So that's kind of how that works.
Sick. And you said you're not making contact, or you are making contact? Or are you just trying to get a feel for their fight style right now?
If he makes contact, cool, but that's not his goal. He's wanting you to react right now.
Got it. I think the first thing you notice then is, for someone that is as stockily built as Sophie is, they are wildly quick on their feet in the ring. So it's definitely, you might have made contact once or twice as like they were
Right.
trying to get a feel for you too.
Right.
But like
Yep.
on that third one, they effectively like
Nice.
catch it directly in front of them and is like, not bad.
As you're defending and holding your arm up, I imagine it like you catch the underside of my wrists in a block, and I flip my wrist very quickly and kind of catch your arm and put you into a turn, and it's like a moment of like we're checking each other now.
Yeah.
I do want you
like
both to
that.
roll about this.
Yeah.
So
Let's do it.
This we've described
That's
what it looks like.
what I'll
Let's
try
see-
to do.
Yeah, let's see how successful it is. Basically, the way I'm going to roll this is you guys can be as cool as you want. We're going to do a roll to determine who actually has the upper hand. Does that make
Okay.
sense? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Let's see.
That was a 9.
oh dear. Okay. Well, let's see what Sophie rolls. Sophie could roll lower. You don't know.
That's true. Sophie rolled a 15.
So
Nice.
Sophie has the upper hand right now. So
Nice.
you do the dramatic catch, like you
Yep.
said, and that is how that particular scene goes. So
Yeah.
what happens from here? Because Sophie, I'll let you start with what your move is once you've caught the punch, and then
Okay.
we'll do another roll to see how this next bout goes.
I think Sophie's paid enough attention to Komu throughout this to kind of know a bit of their fighting style already. So when they catch your hand and you like turn them around, they follow and go with
Yeah.
it. But you don't know when amongst that turn you no longer had control of the situation.
Right.
And Sophie is the one that has both of your arms now locked in front of you and kind of uses that momentum to like push you back away from her using your own hands and your own speed.
Okay. And what's Komo's reaction to that?
The storm is strong today. Komu likes this. He likes that. He feels honored that like Sophie's not holding back. Like this is like very, very respectful fighting. Like not holding back on Komu. Yeah. Yeah. Komu like nods in respect. he's gonna shift his approach. You notice that he adopts a different stance, and this stance seems to be more of an up close. It's like a Muay Thai modern boxing, more of a like he's about to like go more hand to hand with you.
He's whipping out the Mai Tai. Oh no.
Yeah,
Yep.
let's go, baby.
Yep. And
That's
he's got like
great.
the triangle defense up with the fists in front of his face. And he's gonna come in. He's gonna try and do a barrage on you.
All right.
Okay, let's roll about it. Let's see how this goes.
Love the fire.
I love that
Como.
you say like he's doing the Muay Thai, but Ozzy's probably over there drinking a Mai Tai instead.
Yeah. I was thinking the same
Muay Thai
thing.
and Mai Tais.
What the hell is up with me rolling 15s today?
Oh geez. I think
I have
Cassandra like leans over to you while they're fighting Ari and says, "See, I told you. Always root for the underdog." As Sophie gains the upper hand. And then what did we roll? So we got a 15 from Sophie.
I have a
and then-
16.
Let's go!
Oh, nice. Tell a story. So, Coma, what does it
Yeah.
look like as you remind Sophie who has the experience here?
I want to flavor a little bit. There's a quick flashback. Como, this is early days. He's just been imprisoned. He has to wear
No.
shackles around his fists. And he learns that he can no longer throw wide punches. So he learns the Wing Chun chain punch, which is like directly in front of him.
Oh my God.
And that's what he's doing now. He comes in and it looks like he's throwing a hook, but he throws low and then punches up and then follows through with a chain. Just ba, 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 ba.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
Sophie's going to take that and literally be caught by surprise, and those barrage of punches literally hit them directly in the chest. And now like their lip is split a bit, and they just kind of like spit out a mouthful of blood, and it's like, not bad at all, old man, not bad.
I was going to
Bring
say,
on
like,
the
because you
storm.
took the hit, you do take damage.
Yeah.
How much damage does Komu do when he hits?
So he's his unarmed attacks count as medium weapons, and his attacks are +2 when unarmed. So
6. Okay.
6.
So I'll say we're not going to double up because these were a series of punches. I'm just going to say you take 6.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
once. Yeah.
So, and it's physical damage, so it's going to come out of your might pool. I will say it because you have stated that Sophie is also fast. If you need to pull points from somewhere else, you can pull them from your speed pool. We'll just say that you're relying on your speed when, instead of your strength, if it becomes necessary for you. Because I know we're pulling points, and you also have to spend points to do stuff. Just
Right.
making
Okay.
sure,
Yeah. No, I
We
appreciate
deal
that.
so much damage.
We do. We deal so much damage.
It's gonna be a short
Um,
fight.
All right, and then as soon as Cassandra says that, you both watch Sophie get the crap punched out of them. And Zaire, I also want to say that you hear something land behind you, and a sneaky hand like tries to come over to grab your popped nuts, one of your popped nuts. This sounds so bad. They're food. It's not actually. I give up. Anyway, so, to reach over to grab your snacks. That's it.
I swear to God, I'm an adult for real. Like a tax-paying adult.
That makes one of us.
I am a real adult. I swear to God, y'all. I promise.
I'm also a real adult according to the government, and I'm still like,
According to the government is what really got me.
Yes.
Like that's where the government. I am what's considered an adult.
But yeah.
I have the humor of a 12-year-old boy. I've got nothing for you.
Same.
Yay! So the hand that reaches over looks very familiar. You recognize it as belonging to Nidler.
And like just very quickly, like sneak out and grab the Nidler's wrist. It's like, hello.
Nidler squawks and says, I wanted to try some, okay?
Well, that's fine. That's fine. Go ahead.
I'm not saying that we're friends or that I like you. I just wanted to try something because it looked good.
I mean, if that's the case, then I can just share these with my actual friends and moves them closer to Dova.
Nibbler's like, well, I didn't, sharing is caring.
Is it? Is that
Nibbler huffs and just sits next to you, and like
Okay.
folds his little arms over, and like looks at the fight,
like?
chewing the one like little piece that he got.
I mean, I guess if sharing is caring, fine.
You do notice that Nibbler seems a bit more relaxed around you. So while he may be kind of mean to you on the surface, it's clear that he's starting to become more comfortable around you.
Yes, and I feel like if there was as much as like Zare is giving him shit, this is the only way affection can ever be shown. The only affection that Zare has ever known is
Fantastic.
expectations and giving of shit.
Yay! Okay, so and we go back to the fight between Sophie, who has now been bloodied by Komu, and Komu. So, Komu, you have the upper hand, so you're going to start this next segment of fight. So, and remember,
okay.
you are fighting. You are fighting till you knock each other out or to the yield. So, if at any point in time you feel your character would say, "I yield," you proved yourself. Feel free to say that.
Okay.
But yeah. So, how does Komu come back? Like after now that Komu has the upper hand, what is Komu going to do?
We see Komu plant one of his feet behind him, and in like a single move, he lunges forward. I'm using the move lunge. I'm gonna use 2 might points.
Oh, geez.
Okay.
And basically, if I make the attack, it deals an additional 4 damage.
Okay. You can choose to make a defense roll to avoid it.
Yeah.
Sophie?
Yeah, I think. Well, I have 2 things that I can also do to help mitigate this.
Fantastic. Okay.
In relation. So go on ahead and roll, and then I'll see if I even have to do anything or not.
That's also true. Yeah.
That's another 16.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. I'm going to, let me see. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm reading this correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Komu is scary.
Yeah, I know.
I'm seeing him like actually, he's good at one thing.
Yeah.
One thing only.
That's why you don't let him touch you in a fight.
That's more than okay. Yeah, I will might defense that. I don't think what I have directly applies right now.
Okay.
Unless I can use my misdirect, because essentially how it reads is oh wait. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna defense roll that.
Okay.
But it does get lowered a step.
Okay.
Or 2.
So we're for the purposes of this, because it is not a leveled. This isn't like a you're not going to a level. What I will say is that it will do less damage.
Okay, that's fine.
So it won't do as much damage as it normally would, since we're doing that. And we'll just, for stuff like that, if it says lower it a step, we're just going to take it out of the damage. So
that
just
works.
do less damage.
Okay.
Also, if you have armor, Sophie, it soaks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah, I do have a light armor.
So,
Yeah.
that soaks like 2 damage, right? Something.
Yeah.
Like that. So you actually took less than
the
first time. You took, instead of taking 6, you took 4.
Oh, okay, cool.
But yeah. So, and Komu, so you're gonna roll to defend that with that in mind. And we will.
Yeah. Oh, this is phenomenal. That's a natural 1, so I fucked that up really bad.
Oh God.
Oh,
Okay.
many.
Okay. So on a natural 1, explain to me how Sophie gets basically gets pounded into by Komu with this move.
let's see. I think Sophie was watching Komu, and I don't think that either they had their eyes too much on like where his hands were going, that she did not notice this change in his stance that put a lot more power behind what was coming than she actually thought. So like this next one just decks her.
Gets it, right? Pa,
Yeah.
pa, pa. So how much damage is that going to do, Komu?
It is 1 second. 4,
Right,
5,
you
6,
gotta
7, 8, 9, 10.
All right,
That's
and you're
insane.
so it does 10 points of damage, but we did say we would lower the damage.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take 2 off of that for the thing that you mentioned. So that's 8. Your armor also soaks some of that damage. So we're gonna lower that from an 8 to a 6.
Okay.
So you are now taking 6 points of damage instead of the original 10. Because that's
Can I still take it out of my might and speed, or does it all have to be out of might?
So you're going to take it out of your might.
Okay.
You have the option to take out of your speed pool for when you attack.
Gotcha.
So like if something costs you something, you can pull it out of your speed pool. Essentially, you're on the back foot. You're relying on now your speed rather than your power because maybe you don't have enough, power.
I still have some. Yeah, I still got some left.
I will say, again, this goes until knockout. So, and when I say knockout, I mean if one of your stats pools hits 0,
right,
you've been knocked out. So that's
okay.
Just to keep it quick and clean, because I don't want this to be the whole session.
Valid.
So,
yeah, 100%.
A Dragon Ball episode.
Yeah, we don't need this to be a Dragon Ball episode. I was there for the Cell Saga, and I hated every second.
I hated every bit of it.
There was a point where I was just like, dear God, just die already.
Yeah, so Sophie is going to... I think that pisses her off. And you see like fury, like when she spits out that next mouthful of blood and like a tooth is loose and comes out in it. She's like, so I'm going to use 3 of my might points, which will lose it, knock it down even more. I'm gonna use 3 of my might points to initiate fury, which will, for the next minute, give me 2 more additional points of damage on every hit that I make. So I think after that, Sophie is pissed, they are furious, and they start doing what they do best. This is no longer measured reactionary fighting. This is pure battle, bar, tavern brawling. It is dirty, it is filthy, none of what she's doing now is fair. It is all fury, nothing else.
I love it.
That's awesome. Like, you want the smoke, you got the fire.
You got the freaking fire, 100%. Yeah. So Sophie's going to literally just lunge, teeth bared, elbows, like knees. You're getting every hard surface part of her body getting lunged at you in multiple succession.
Okay. So Sophie, since you've gone to this place, the angry place, I would like you to roll first in this case, to attack, and then Komu will roll to defend. And while we're waiting for those results, Ari, you are very familiar with this style of fighting from Sophie. So what is your reaction? Oh God. Ozzy?
I'm like, maybe that money was well spent. And I'm gonna cover my eyes, I can't watch.
It's very much a see no evil and speak no evil moment, because I think Cassandra is like this with her mouth, or their hands over her mouth. Ozzy, what are you doing when you see Sophie just you see the little switch flip?
Oh, I think it's that moment of concern because she bet on Sophie too. It's coming.
The grin.
Yeah, he's gonna get it.
Yes. Zaire, how about you?
I feel like there was like this moment where it was like Komu lunges at Sophie, and Zare kind of like covers Dova's eyes.
Too violent, child. Too violent. Don't witness this.
This is rated M for mature. No. Fantastic. Okay. And there we go. Sophie, what did you roll?
Natural 20.
That is a major effect. So we're going to handle that in a minute. Komu.
I love this. This is
what
awesome.
did you roll?
I rolled a 7.
Boy, the dice are dicing. No,
The
I love when
dice
dice tell a story. I love when the dice
So
tell a
good.
story.
Okay, Sophie, this
So
is
good.
all you. Tell me, well, this is both of you, but Sophie, I would like you to tell me what your attack looks like and how you knock Komu out of the ring. And Komu, I want you to tell me how you how this happened, how you allowed this to happen, because you're an experienced fighter. What happened here? We'll start with Sophie.
I think in all of that rage, Sophie just growls and lunges, and it is a flurry of probably every fighting style that they've ever come across in the ring, fighting styles that they might have picked up from Komu over the course of all of this. It's just 1 second, it's a Muay Thai punch. Next, it's just a straight deck to the jaw, an elbow. You might have felt a bite on your fist at some point in there. You don't know how teeth got into it, but yeah, it's just a straight barrage of all of this. However, I will say, though, you can still tell that Sophie's pulling a smidge.
Yeah.
There's enough respect between the two of us that
this isn't,
she doesn't put all the fury behind caving your skull in like she would if it was on a boat or back at the rings back home type of deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I will say, I know part of your major effect is knocking Komu out of the ring, which is why I mentioned that. Is there anything else that you'd like to build upon your major effect on a natural 20?
It's just so much extra points of damage and stuff that I can do with what I've used.
Yep.
Plus the natural 20. So
on a natural 20, that's also 4 extra points of damage. So
okay. And
so how much damage do you do to Komu? Just so that Komu has us before we narrate how Komu gets roasted.
So 4 points of damage. My fury adds another 2.
6.
I have capable warrior, which adds an additional.
How many?
1 more point additionally.
Okay.
I have all of my attack rolls also deal an additional 3 points on top of that.
That's 10 so far.
Let me see. I think that's it.
Okay. So
I think that's it.
Komu, you're going to take 10 points of damage. Do you have any armor or anything?
I have 2 armor.
2 armor. So you're going to take 8 points of damage because that'll soak.
Okay.
And then how did this happen? How did you leave yourself open to get the tar beaten out of you by Sophie?
Yeah, I think Komu is used to fighting more environmentally. So he's thinking, oh, he can move around, he can dodge, but the way Sophie comes, Sophie is the storm. Like there's no predicting. This is absolutely, there's no form to this. The only thing consistent is that this is raw power. And so there is no like technique that you can use to counter that other than take the blow and hope you survive. So I think that's what Komu does. I pictures himself as like the stone that's surviving a crash of waves. Like he's just, all right, why I can't dodge this. Here it comes. And he just braces himself for it, takes it, and gets knocked.
All right. You find yourself knocked out of the ring. You have taken 8 points of damage to your might pool, so please remove that.
Yeah.
And as far as points are concerned, where are our might points at?
I have
For each
5
of you.
might.
I have literally 1 might point left. The only point that matters.
Okay. So here's what I'm gonna tell you on that. You can, because Sophie has 1 might point left, you would be able to continue this to see if we can get Sophie to 0, or you can yield because you have been knocked out of the ring, and technically that is that is a loss if we were doing this in a real tournament situation.
Yeah.
Which
I'll let you choose,
Yeah.
choose, Joe. Jesus, I swear I could speak.
some days it'd be like that. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm like, Joe, would you? Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me rephrase this again. Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Komu dusts himself off, and he's just walks back into the ring, makes eye contact with you, does not break, reaches out slowly to take your hand and lift your hand into the air.
Oh.
Hail, Captain, Champion.
And that there is a wild. It's not huge because this isn't like a
There's,
roaring
like,
crowd,
4
but
of us
it's
watching.
everyone is like cheering. Like Cassandra's clapping, Ari is clapping. I assume. Ozzy's.
Ozzy's very happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zare, like, you know,
Yeah.
gets up and like roars, and then Dova like is a very loud something between a meow and a roar.
Yeah.
Sweet baby.
And then Nibbler is cheering. He's like, "What a great fight!"
Well, too short though.
I'm sure there will be more to come. But yeah, so that is
Sophie will turn to Komu and like put their hand out for like a very strong like brace and shake, and it's just like, you had a little more power behind that hit than I thought, old man.
And you held back more than you should have.
Respect.
Be the storm. That's what Ari needs. Can I count on you for that?
I am nothing if not Stormborn. I got you.
Aye, Captain.
And I think
I
that is
first mate.
And I think that is the perfect place to sort of zoom away from the ship. We're gonna do a little time skip as Dova's like the other Dova's stand-in. Like I feel like we have 2 Dovas in the room. He comes in. But yeah.
It's only half
Dova's
the actor
actually
on set
played
for
by
some
all of our
years.
cats. It's fine.
Yes. It is the way.
Yes.
It's like a magic cat. It changes colors and types of cat all around.
All over the place. But yeah. Oh, look at the kitty. Oh, so fluffy. But yes.
Sprawled across my desk now.
Oh,
Baby.
my 2 are sleeping somewhere, and I'm hoping it stays that way because no chaos. But anyway, so we, for the purposes of the Sophie and Komu, you may make a recovery roll. You have 8 hours of essentially like sleep. There are people on board who will attend to you. If one of the characters would like to do that, feel free to volunteer. But if not, the NPCs will do it. And we are going to do a little bit of a time skip to the morning, which does not dawn bright and cheery, but is actually kind of rainy. And Ari, you had something to say. What would you like to do?
Can I do something in the night?
You can do a lot of things in
Here
the
we
night,
go.
but I'm
Here
gonna
we go.
need a
Here
little
it
more
is.
specificity as to what the thing that you wish to do.
Like, there's so many things that could be done at night. Please be specific.
Get your minds out of the gutter. I
just
would
gonna-
like to catch Pooja in the night.
What? Say that
I
again.
would like to catch Pooja. I'm sorry. I can't say you in the night.
Okay. I was like, you know,
I'm not gonna lie,
Pooja
I
doing
definitely
what?
heard I definitely heard touch Pooja in the night and was like,
Same. I was like,
Okay.
I'm just sitting here like, we opened with D's nuts and it was just, we started rolling downhill.
sorry.
Just
You know
building
what?
momentum.
Valid.
Downhill.
This is uphill. What are you talking about?
Oh, it's fair. Okay. So what does Ari want to do? I'm sorry.
So, I would like to hopefully see Zaire on the deck when everyone's gonna sleep or when no one's around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
Yeah. So I will approach them. Try not to approach them from an angle that they won't like be surprised by because I don't get hit. And I'll be like, Zaire, I think it's time we stopped playing games.
There are no games here.
And it's time both of us got serious about what we want to do. We've been denying it for so long, and I cannot believe I've let it go this long, but it's time I truly confessed.
Ari, I know that you are used to people really just falling for you right away. You've got a bubbly personality. You tell everyone you're a princess. But royalty's not really my thing.
So while you're saying that, when you start with Ari, I know you were, she'd interrupt you with, please teach me. I don't know how this works. I've tried everything. I don't understand it. I need to learn it, or I can't beat the spooky person currently trying to possess my sister.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. That would be actually a really good thing.
Well, yeah, you're
You've been running around and doing all the wrong things, so it would be great if we could stop doing that.
Thank you. I'm glad someone finally agrees. Right. So, how does this work?
Oh. First, ecomancy feels different for every person. You need to get in touch with how ecomancy feels for you. And maybe when you're more awake.
What? No, I'm here. I love this. It sounds great.
Oh my god.
I'm so focused. We're gonna be great.
You just get like from behind you, Ari, like a head butts you in the back of the knee. Just like not enough to knock you down, but to like make you stumble and like wake up a little bit. It's like, go to bed. We'll deal with this tomorrow.
In the morning, I'll definitely be ready for this.
Not really a morning person. Do not come at me in the morning.
Okay, so not the morning?
Not the morning. After breakfast.
Right. Afternoon?
After breakfast.
After breakfast is technically still morning.
Go to bed.
Okay, good night.
Oh god. And from there the morning dawns gray and gloomy, not quite stormy, but it is windy. The seas are rough. Sophie, if you are captaining, you are going to have the difficulty of navigation is going to be heightened. It is not like it is raining, but it's very much that it's more of that drizzle that doesn't quite go away. That's more annoying than it is scary or threatening. So if you are on the upper deck of the ship, you are basically standing in the rain, trying to like maneuver, which I think affects like Komu, who will be out there doing katas in the morning, and funnily enough, Cassandra, who is standing on the bow of the ship, looking out. Niddler is in the crow's nest, also looking out to the open ocean. And yeah, anyone else who would like to be on deck, that is where you find yourselves in the morning.
Would the captain like to join Komu in morning katas?
Yeah, sure. The captain like still has like a split lip and like a cut brow from the fight with like just weird tape, like like not
the little butterfly bandage,
like the butterfly bandage over like their left eyebrow.
Did you do it yourself, or did someone help you get patched up the night before?
Did someone help me get patched up the night before? Because if not, I did it myself.
Because Cassandra would have helped you if no one else from the crew like wanted to, but I wanted to give space to the players if they felt that there could be that they wanted to do it.
Appreciate that.
I think Zare would. I think Zare would actually help you patch up.
Oh,
Nice.
thanks.
This is
Nice.
like fights amongst pirates crews are pretty common.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, and this is what's happening now.
Di-
And I'm going to characterize this butterfly bandage as like a pale piece of seaweed that gets like plastered onto your face.
I love that. Actually.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah. So you have this seaweed that sort of just kind of makes weird lines across your face. Did you do the same for Komu as well?
Yeah, I think so. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, fight's over. Now is the time for catching up.
Okay.
We've all made some
Fantastic.
money and lost some money and had a good time and had some snacks and had our snacks stolen by a monkey bird.
Your snacks stolen by a monkey bird. I mean, facts, but still,
yeah.
it's so funny.
Let's be real.
Yep. I will say, Sophie and Komu, did you guys have a chance to make your recovery rolls, and have you applied that to your sheet?
I
Yes.
did. I'm back up. Yes.
Great.
Same here.
Fantastic. I just wanted to make sure you both had an opportunity to do that.
Thank you.
'Cause you're gonna need it. Sorry, that was out loud.
Um,
Anyway,
Ma'am, Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared.
So you are this rainy morning. That is where we find ourselves. The only two people that maybe are the only people that aren't up on decks yet. This is early in the morning, but not so early that it's still dark. It's more like, let's think 7 or 8 a.m. Earth time, if you will, because we're on Mer. We're a whole different world. So what are Ari, Ozzy, and Zaire doing right now?
I mean, I can say right away that Zaire is not asleep because Dova won't let them sleep that long.
Cats.
But like, yeah. But also not, there is no part of Zaire that wants anyone to interact with him until they are fully awake, which takes like 2 to 3 hours after they wake up.
So valid for that, honestly. Same.
There. Yep.
Same.
Like anyone who attempts this will feel the brunt of this giant person who is like not even with it in the morning. It is
Nope.
just all violence.
Is anyone cooking? Like, is anyone making breakfast or anything of that nature?
Yeah, I'll be making breakfast because I'm making breakfast because once we finish eating, Zaire needs to wake up. And we can't start training until I get breakfast. So I'm making breakfast and be like, breakfast is ready, better come eat. Once breakfast is done, that means the morning is over.
Okay.
That means the morning is over. So
Wow. So Ari's making breakfast with an agenda, apparently. And Ozzy, what are you up to?
I think Ozzy is just hanging out in her little bunk, having a little conversation with Dwayne. We all remember Dwayne.
Dwayne. Oh, I miss Dwayne.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I think things are going pretty well. I mean, we haven't been caught yet, and we found some treasures. Yeah. Oh, don't look at me like that, Dwayne. I mean, maybe we won't go back to prison when she's done with us. I mean, she doesn't seem to recognize me, so I think we're in the clear. Nah, she was like a wee thing, so she doesn't remember what I did to her. It's fine. Well, regardless, we need to have a plan for once we find these treasures so that we don't go back to prison. Yeah, maybe we'll steal our own ship. I'm not that good at sailing. We need to get your sailing skills up. You know what? I'm going to bring you to Sophie, and you are going to watch her captain the ship, and you are going to learn. You're going to earn your keep around here, Dwayne.
I love how Courtney cannot finish the sentence. It's too funny, but has to stay in character.
I will say this, though. Ozzy's scene did remind me that each of you have something special on your sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Each of you have someone called a secret ally, which is a person that you can call upon to assist you at any point in time. Some people will do so at a cost. Others may not help you at all. It just depends on the person that you are allied with. So just keep that in mind as we
Dwayne's my
move
ally,
along.
obviously.
Dwayne is clearly the secret ally. It's obviously Dwayne. All Dwayne, all the time.
All Dwayne.
I also will say this for my ecomancers in the room, ecomantically inclined, however you wish to put it. All of you feel, both of you rather, because there's only two of you. Well, no, because Ozzy has some sensitivity, yeah.
Mhm.
So everyone who's eco-sensitive in the room, you all feel it in different ways. My full-blown ecomancers, you hear it as almost like the sound of a huge crowd on the approach. And then Ozzy, you feel it almost as if it's a big wave that's cresting over the horizon.
Uh-oh.
Sophie, you're on deck, so you actually see this, and same with Komu. The water, the broad expanse of the water, gray because it's reflecting the color of the Marian sky above you, begins to almost become choppier than it was originally with the winds. And then it begins to sort of almost froth and boil as flying fish begin to come out of the water. And the flock of them surround your ship. It almost feels like a migration, but you are surrounded by these creatures.
I'm gonna turn all of you into catfish nuggets if you don't get out of my way right now.
So they don't speak common. So.
Oh yeah, no, Sam knows that. Sophie doesn't really care, so that's what's happening. That's their warning. If you can understand it or not, that's on you. Not my problem.
I will say this: all of the animals on the ship immediately hide. They Dova looks like in pain for a moment, as if they've heard something really unpleasant, and immediately goes to dive.
Mm-hmm.
And even Niddler's covers his ears. He's like, "Oh, it's awful. Oh no, please." And he has his ears covered. And so clearly something is occurring that is beyond your hearing. But yeah, and you can hear them kind of cringe and whimper and cower from whatever is going on.
Zadar is going to run up to deck. What the fuck? What? Scott Pongo. That noise.
What, you hear something?
You didn't?
I mean, they're just ugly. I don't hear anything.
My ecomancer's in the room. I am gonna need you to roll something for me.
Okay.
Because you can hear now that they are upon you, the sound of the crowd that you hear in your mind is reaching a fever pitch. Even Dova's like, "Oh God, save me!" But sorry. But is reaching a fever pitch to the point where it's almost making it hard for you to hear yourself think. So this is going to be an intellect roll. You are rolling to kind of keep your wits together and not end up overstimulated by all of this noise. So the level of difficulty on this is a 5. If you have anything intellect related that might lower that level, let me know, because you will have to roll a 15 or better.
I am going to use...
Ozzy, you don't actually hear noise. It just it's more of a feeling for you, which is why it doesn't affect you.
Do you still need me to roll?
You're welcome to roll, but I will say that for you, the difficulty in resistance is lower. Okay. So instead of rolling a level 5, it'll be like a level 4. So you would be rolling against to beat a 12.
Okay.
Can I willingly choose to fail for a story point?
You can. If you would, you're welcome to choose to fail.
I am going to use my intellect to lower it by 2 steps.
Okay, so that drops from a 15 to a 12 to a level 3.
9.
9. Yes, I can do math. 9. So
Math
you have
is
to,
the real big bad boss.
yes. But yeah,
And
okay.
then can I use Soothe the Savage Beast to try to calm these fish around?
Absolutely, you can.
Great.
So let's do the rolls to resist first, and then we'll roll for Soothe the Savage Beast. So.
Great. I rolled a 17.
Okay, so you successfully managed to not be overwhelmed by this high-pitched, angry crowd sound that is currently filling your ears. Ari, you willingly chose to fail, so you are going to be confused. You basically you're confused, and if any intellect rolls that you have will be a level higher difficulty than they would normally, at least for like the next 10 minutes or so, or until, because if the school is cleared, basically. Ozzy, what did you roll?
I got a 16.
Perfect. So you're also able to effectively resist whatever this is. I will say, because since you are below decks, you do hear a thump as a fish hits your window, like your porthole. Try it. Think it like it did the thing that birds do when they think like they see the sky reflected in the window, and it's like, oh yeah, oh nope, that ow. So
Didn't see that.
Yep, did not see that. So yeah, Komu, you and Sophie are less affected by like the physical sounds that these fish are making. You can't hear them because you're not sensitive in the same ways that the other members of the crew are. However, you can be affected physically because it is a school. You are surrounded by fish that are essentially pelting the ship like hail. So if you and Sophie want to roll might to try to not get the crap beaten out of you, this is like a level, again, this is going to be like a level 4. So you're rolling to beat a 12 to just kind of not get pelted. You know, it's not going to do a whole lot of damage. They're not actively trying to harm you. It's literally just volume of
Would this be a might defense?
Yeah, you're defending.
Okay, because I'm trained in might defense.
Yes, this is might defense, correct.
Cool.
You're defending against them pelting you.
Cool. 15 for me.
Okay, perfect. So easy enough for you to not get pelted. I think Sophie had to step away for a second, so we'll get back to Sophie. I'm not going to knock them unconscious because they're coming back. So they get to stay awake.
To be knocked unconscious by fish is...
Yeah, not unconscious by fish. If anything, I imagine Sophie catching one and being like, and like throwing it back into the sea. But yeah. So you wanted to use Soothe the Savage. Sophie, you're back. Thank you. Can you please roll me a might roll to not get pelted by fish? Thank you. On today's episode of Pirates of Dark Water,
I'm sure I get pelted.
Oh no, what did you roll?
I rolled an 8.
Oh my god. So you feel it in the back first. You're like, punk.
Do I?
Punk, punk. Yeah, because they're surrounding the ship.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was a joke that was very well timed.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I didn't. I just got out of the gutter. I just got out. Fell back. Dang it.
So sorry.
Thank you. I needed someone else to acknowledge that.
Thank you, Pooja. I got you. I got you, friend.
Much like the flying fish, it flew right over my head. Anyway, so
Lloyd looks so tired.
Lloyd's like, thank you for joining us here. The show's over. I would like to go home. But yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
So
okay.
yeah. So I get pelted from the back by fish.
Yeah, by fish. One, like it starts with one, then another, and then another until you're like kind of in the thick of this. Komu has somehow managed to avoid getting hit by fish. And Zaire, you wanted to use Soothe the Savage to kind of dispel this school of fish. So if you'd like to roll for that, And what does Soothe the Savage do for our wonderful audience?
You calm a non-human beast within 30 feet.
Okay.
You must speak to it, although it doesn't need to understand my words, and it must see you. It remains calm for 1 minute or for as long as you focus all your attention on it.
Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and roll about it. You're trying to convince a school of fish to essentially chill out.
Yeah. GTF off me.
Whoever
And
imagine you be.
these are fish. And they're all kind of operating on a hive mind mentality. So I'm going to set this at like a level 4. You have to roll a 12 or better.
Okay.
And because you are using Soothe the Savage, we'll lower it to a level 3, just out of the off rip, if you will. So it is now a 9 that you have to hit.
Okay.
Somebody get me a frying pan.
Great. Hey, that's another 17.
Yeah.
Fantastic. What does this look like as you attempt to commune with these fish?
I think that there's Zero goes to the front of the boat and much like on Titanic, holds his arms out. And he's just like, you don't want none of this. You stupid krelled eaters. Leave me alone. It is too early in the morning for this. Scott Pongo, I cannot. People are starting to yell. You've upset Nova.
Ari walks in a circle in the back. I feel like that would be very appropriate as you do this.
I don't think I've ever related to a
Ari's
PC more in my life.
Sorry, Ari's actually what? Yes.
Sorry, I was saying. Sorry, everything okay?
Yeah.
I was talking over you, so I was covering my mouth. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I thought I said something wrong. Apologize.
No, you're fine.
Ari hasn't actually come up. She's down. She's still by the kitchen area.
Okay.
And she's got her head she's under the table and she's holding her ears up like that.
Oh, Ari, okay.
Baby.
Yeah. She's like, ah! She's screaming while she's down there.
Okay, cool. So Ari's downstairs screaming. It's fine. We're fine. We all like to curl under a table and scream sometimes.
True.
Yeah. So your plea, your impassioned plea there, is met with a sudden sort of parting of this school of fish as they begin to fall back into the water and chill the F out. So all of these fish begin to drop. Some of them end up on the deck of the ship and are doing the thing that the thing where they hop up and down.
We're frying those ones later. Get them to the kitchen.
Dinner.
One flops by Cassandra, who has not left or been bothered. She's still at the bow of the ship and looks like she's still listening for something. But yeah, so you have effectively avoided the school of flying fish on the open seas as you continue to sail. Is anyone and I think Nidler right now is in the crow's nest. Is anyone else in the crow's nest, or are we all sort of scattered about the top deck? I know 2 of you are at below deck, so that's fine. I'm aware of where you guys are. I was thinking more of the people on my upper deck. Okay. So you hear the cry from Nidler up above that says, I think we have a problem.
Again?
And it's not just fish.
What is going on? What's the problem?
Nidler swallows as he looks out behind the Aurora and says, that looks like the Octopon Naval Fleet.
Excuse me? Sophie will immediately whip around and pull out their binoculars.
You see, Sophie, the very recognizable silhouettes of the naval fleet of Octopon. It is not the entire fleet. There is one ship that is leading them. And Ari, tell me what ship your brother was given. What is the name of the ship?
The Wave Cutter.
The Wave Cutter. One of the faster ships belonging in the Octopon Navy, along with a small contingent of other naval ships that were sent with him.
Oh, Chipongo.
And as you say that, Niddler goes, that's not all!
What else, Niddler?
As you look beyond the naval fleet, you see the dark shadow of the Dagron's Maw.
We're as good as Darth Abate. All right. Increase our speed. Get everything stocked up on the deck and ready just in case we need to fight. Go tell Ari underneath. Maybe y'all can put your brains together and do that stuff.
Like, go down to the hatch that leads below deck and just yell, like, Ari, get up here, it's lesson time.
That wakes her up instantly.
Right?
Yes. Oh God. Knocks her out of her confusion.
Ari, like, comes out of it, realizing the sound has stopped, like breathing a little bit heavily, but then hears the call and like stumbles out of the kitchen.
Do you
Everything all right? What happened?
All right, so what we got so far, we have the Octopon Naval Fleet directly behind us, and then directly behind the Naval Fleet is
the Dagron's Maw.
Yeah. I almost called it
Blackheart.
Dalton's Maw for whatever reason, and I was like, that's not what it's
Timothy
called.
Dalton's Maw.
Whoever,
as long as it's not Dawson's Maw.
That would be even funnier, though.
I don't want to wait for the life to be over.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Okay.
So we might need some backup. So hope you can learn fast, because that's what's gonna have to happen.
Learn
Ari,
what?
Lesson 1, when you're on the sea, is that still water is death. And dark water, but also still water.
Okay, sure.
And I know you can call the wind.
Yeah.
We need to go west, and we need to go west fast.
Oh, you want me to call the wind to blow us west? Like an actual big wind?
Sophie
Yes.
just turns around and goes up to the the captain's quarters where the
wheel is.
Yeah.
The helm.
The helm.
Thank you. I was trying to. What are words?
It's okay. In Astral Circus, Sam keeps putting our boat in park.
I will now only be putting our boat in park.
Yes.
It's fine. Fantastic. That's what the Prindle is for, right?
Correct.
Anyway. So.
So, like, so how do I do it?
I don't do it. You do it. How are we supposed to know?
Reach out.
I know you don't know how to do it, but they do.
Oh, God. Weird, Darth Abate. How did you call you called the wind before?
Yes, and it was a big explosion. Everybody saw us. It was really embarrassing.
Don't worry about that. You need to focus on the feeling. Connect to the air around us.
But what if I fail?
Then we do something else. Or we all die.
Okay, I need the wheel.
Okay.
Sophie, I need the wheel.
Okay.
Sure. Once again, sorry, coming through. Pardon me. Yes, okay, sis. And like you see her reach up, she holds the wheel in her hand, and then she's sitting there. She looks back at them. She's like, "Can I have some space?"
Sophie stands where they're standing and crosses their arms over their
No,
chest.
Sophie. The last time I did this, I blew us all onto the floor. I'm trying to keep you safe.
Sophie will move to the back behind, to the very back.
Sophie, you were the last person maneuvering the ship, so I am going to ask you to roll me a defense roll.
Okay.
This is physical, so I would like you to roll might.
Will do.
This is for the ship itself.
Okay.
And yeah, I forgot. I need to give a level. This is level 5, so 15 or better. And the ship
Okay.
has like
15 right on the top, baby.
you beats it. So Ari, as you begin to reach into yourself, you feel the aurora an overwhelming sense of panic. Something has scared it, and everyone feels it as the ship physically shifts itself to the left on its own. The wheel pulls out of Ari's hands. And as the ship moves to the left, all of you hear the cannons go off.
We do that thing on Star Trek where we all just go, lean.
Yeah, lean. The cannonballs hit where the aurora was. But you can tell, Ari, this was the aurora. This was a self-preservation move. The aurora is not like necessarily thinking straight. It's just more like, I'm trying. I don't want to be blown to smithereens, please. So you can feel this overwhelming sense of panic. Like it's scared. The aurora itself is frightened.
All right, so I'm gonna hold the wheel. Now that I've given some space, I'm gonna lean in and be like, "Hey, Ori, listen. I know it's scary. They're boats. They're gonna shoot at us. It's very terrifying, but you have to trust me. We're very good at what we do. At least I think most of us are. I'm kind of not sure about Ozzy, but we're very good at what they do at the very least. And you just have to believe us. It's gonna be okay. All right. I'm gonna make a big wind, and I want you to just go along with it as fast as you can, and then we'll work it out. I'm not gonna let anything happen to you. I promise. Okay? I hope that's okay. And then I'll like, and in my mind, I relate it to breathing. So I hold on to it. I take a deep breath, and then I power my ectomancy into my own breath.
Okay.
And as I breathe out, I will summon the winds with my breath to push it along.
Okay. So you are trying to use your ecomancy. Is there a special ability that you're using from your sheet to do this?
Yes, I have the power of wind in its control and its strengthens.
Okay.
I actually have a skill which I picked up.
Okay, so use it.
Ectomancy. And those are the two things I have that I think can help me. I don't have anything else.
So that'll drop it from level 4 to level 3. You need to roll a 9 or better to succeed at this task.
Fantastic. I will spend some intellect to drop it down by a level.
Okay, so that's 2. You need to roll a 6 or better. And then I heard, Pooja, did you want to say something?
Oh, I was just saying, can I assist?
Yeah, you can, and it'll ease it down to a 1, so you have to roll a 3 or better. Actually, hold on. You can, but that already was the 3. So it's a 6 or better.
I rolled an 11.
All right. So as you blow out, you feel the wind take the aurora you guys almost fly for a minute as the ship moves upward. Ozzy, you physically feel yourself lift up as the ship bumps. Komu, I don't know if you managed to stay on your feet, but you can feel the ship sort of hop skipping on these already choppy waves as this happens. And what was I going to say? I will say that you are able to distance yourself out of the range of the Navy's cannons, which is who was firing at you. However, who has visibility on these ships? Who's kind of watching them?
Sophie is.
Sophie? Okay.
I think, yeah.
Komu, you too?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's very appropriate that it's both of you because you both recognize the figure standing on the bow of the Dagron's maw.
Mm.
Their slightly too large clothes move in the wind, and the tassels of their makeshift blindfold fly outwards. And you aren't close enough to see, but you both already know that Koa is smiling. And as she lifts her arms, the water around the Dagron's maw grows dark and begins to surround the Navy ships and is heading directly for the Aurora.
Pick up the pace, Ari. Dark water incoming.
I am literally blowing wind as hard as I can. What do you want from me?
I think we broke Bixie. Let's give her a second.
I'm fine. We're doing great. Oh, I'm tracking time, but also I'm laughing so hard. Can I finish this?
These nuts, breaking wind,
we're here. Today's the day. All right, Ari. So you are blowing wind as hard as you can to try to get the Aurora away from this situation. The good news is that with the arrival of the Dagron's Maw, the Navy and the Dark Water, the Navy is turning their attention to that
now
ship.
Has someone to fight.
So they're now engaged. Your brother, however, is still in the wave cutter, and the wave cutter seems to be prioritizing the Aurora. So his ship is still following you. To the best of his ability. He's the Dagron's Maw is currently engaged with the naval group, so your sister is waylaid. She will not be able to attack you, but Koa is determined to get at you, and hence the dark water. So your goal here is to outrun the dark water that's coming towards you. It is dark water, and we are in the Dark Dwellers, a place of strength for the Dark Dweller, which is the open ocean. So this difficulty is going to be on the higher side. You're looking at a level 6 to start. That's an 18.
Can we use the shield?
You can.
So I'll scream, Komu!
Highness,
Get the shield!
I bring the shield.
I'm like,
the dark water is getting closer, and you can see tendrils of it sort of bracing the surface, beginning to reach for the Aurora as you frantically try to move it more quickly along. So
I'm like, Sophie, take the wheel.
Sophie's right there.
Yeah. I'll run at the top. I'll slide down the banister down to the bottom right, and I'll rush towards Komu to grab the ship as I can.
Okay.
And then I'm like, oh, please, goodness, please work. And then I'll hold onto the shield with the amulet, and I'll activate it to push away the dark water from us.
You don't have to activate it with the amulet. It is.
I know, but it looks cooler.
Okay.
Yes, but rule of cool though, Pixie.
Okay.
Rule of
I'm
cool.
gonna use the amulet.
But you're making it hard. Okay.
It's gonna look cooler. That's all that matters.
You know what? Sure. Okay. You put.
Because you want to do it so bad. All right.
You put the
I gotta rip the necklace up. I'm gonna slam it in. I gotta go. Oh! It's very important.
I want you to be aware that you are doing you do this thinking that there's some super epic magic thing that's gonna happen, and the shield just is. You didn't have to.
It starts glowing before you even put the amulet
right, exactly.
to it. It's just okay.
Look,
it just looks cooler, okay?
It looks great. It looks cool, but like I said, the shield is the shield is already glowing and going. What I will say, this will ease the task. You are still going to roll for the ship. to like for yourself, basically to not get sucked into the dark water. And on a failure, you'll give yourself more time. On a success, you will have successfully repelled the dark water. Because this is dropped by 1, you will need to roll a 15 or better.
If she's about to get sucked into the dark water, can I help with something?
You can absolutely help
Like,
with
do I
something.
see this happening? Like, she might get.
Well, it's the entire ship.
Oh,
that's
it's
happening.
a
So
ship.
you
Okay,
would
that
also be part of the.
That I cannot help with.
Yeah.
Well, I
Sorry.
mean, we're all about to get sucked into the dark water, so anything that you could do to help would be appreciated.
Okay, I'll look at my gadgets, but I can like help one person, but
the whole. Okay. Well, let's all hope Ari rolls high.
I mean, I can always just spend points.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if as I got
You can
distracted
spend
with my
points
dice.
to ease, to continue to ease.
Well,
Let's
intellect
see
might
if
of
I
speed.
have anything.
Also, I just want you to remind you this is a Saturday morning cartoon show. There is a level of plot armor here, so you know.
Thanks.
That's it. It's like, thank you for joining us. They've all
Yeah,
been sucked into
is
the
this
dark water.
British
The end.
made or American made? It's very important to know before we go in. Just saying.
Honestly, valid
Yep.
concern and question.
So, Zaire, you wanted to do something?
Oh, I was just wondering if I could use my magic training to assist here.
You can. You know that the dark water is moving. Is even though it's creeping slowly, like, it can. Once it's released, it can come upon your ship at almost any point in time. It's a bit unpredictable in that manner. So.
And so I'm like, as Arya activates the shield, like I go up to Sophie and it's like, we need to like also take evasive maneuvers, like move the ship erratically so he doesn't know where we're going to be.
Heard.
Okay.
And Sophie will literally start like attempting to the best of their ability because this is still a big. I was gonna say this is a ship on water, but is going to try to zigzag formation.
Okay. Niddler from the crow's nest goes, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Keep it in.
Komu's gonna approach Ari for a moment and just kind of lean down towards her and say, one day, far from today, you will be queen of Octopon. But today, right now, you just need to breathe. Breathe with me.
That Komu.
I will begin breathing to calm myself down along with Komu. I'll take their advice, and I think I'm ready to roll.
I will say this. As you enter that sort of like a clearer mental state, you can hear Cassandra's voice in your mind. And as she speaks, she says, don't be afraid, Ari. You were meant for this. The world of Myr will help you if you let it.
Okay. So it's a 15.
Okay.
No, I haven't rolled yet. I don't know what the difficulty is.
Oh, I
thought that's what you rolled.
I thought that's what you rolled. Okay. So
No,
it was
not
a
lucky.
level 6. We dropped it down by 1, I believe. Right?
Mhm.
So that
Well,
would
if
drop.
both of us are helping, would that
Yes,
drop it down by
that's what I was-
2?
So I'm doing numbers, so we're at a
my bad.
15. Sorry, numbers. Let me do the math. It's hard, okay? So
Valid.
5 is a 15, and then we had Zaire helping, so it dropped down again to a level 4. So now we're looking at a 12, and then Sophie is also helping. So that's 2 so far, right? That we've done. This will be
Yes.
3. So this will be the last amount of ease that you get. So it's going to drop from a 4 because we were at 6, 5, 4. It's going to drop to a 4 and then a 3, I think. So 9. Is that correct?
Mhm.
Or did I drop that 4 instead of 3? I'm trying to keep my numbers straight.
So
either way,
I should have been the
18,
third
so
one.
I'm all
I
good.
You
should have been the third
one.
drop.
So
Yeah,
it
I
would
should
have
have been
been
the third drop. So it should be
4.
Yeah.
Then. Should be
No,
you're
I
you're
got
trying to
18,
hit a
we're good.
12. You're trying to hit
If
a
it
12.
was
I got 18,
6,
we're good.
yeah.
Okay.
We're good.
Oh, okay.
What did you roll?
18.
Okay, you're
I love
fine.
how we spent so much time doing math and
Math?
Lloyd's like, but what
It's
if I
fine.
would what
I
if I
kicked
would have
ass.
beat
I
it from
took
the
names.
beginning?
What if
You would have
I'm
beat
getting
it
lucky?
at a
What if
level
I
6.
beat it
It's
from the
fine.
beginning? What if I did
So-
that?
You the shield activates and effectively pushes the dark water back. You have repelled it. You sort of see this impact hit the water around the aurora. You are now shielded from the effects of the dark water for now. For I will say for the duration, like for a small duration, we'll say the next 10 minutes, just to give it a duration, because it's not permanent. You have to you're gonna have to recast it if you want to do that. But the dark water can no longer touch the aurora. However, that does not mean the cannons cannot. So I'm gonna need another defense roll for the ship.
Okay.
Who would like to roll it?
I'll do it.
Okay, so I
I'm specialized in
think the
it.
cannons were a level 5. We had a level. Was that what I said initially? I don't remember. I'm sorry.
I don't know if we
Yes.
have
I also don't
total-
remember.
Yeah,
It was
I
a
don't
level
remember.
5.
It was
Okay.
a
I
level
thought you
rolled
said
a-
3.
you-
I heard 3.
You rolled
I
a
heard the
15 that
3.
met the 15.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, got it.
So we're
Okay.
starting there. The Aurora is in evasive maneuver, so I'll allow that to ease. You have to roll a 12 or better.
Okay.
But yeah, because the wave cutter is still pursuing the Aurora, they actually are getting closer. However, they are also their next shots, basically if they keep shooting at you, it's going to get harder for them to do so because they don't have immunity to dark water the way you do. So it's very
Okay.
possible that the wave cutter will get taken out by the dark water.
Cool. Okay. And
Oh,
I'm
wait.
trying to hit a 15.
Yes. Oh, wait, what?
No, keep going after the roll.
Okay.
12 because it eased by 1.
Sorry, yeah, we used
Okay.
it by 1. 12. Thank you.
Cool, cool,
Thank
cool,
you for that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Math.
Right.
It's fucking hard.
13.
13. Okay, fabulous. So
Oh, my
Sophie-
butt was clenched.
another cannon shot whizzes by the Aurora and narrowly misses. The Dagron's Maw and the rest of the naval fleet are still engaged. You can see ships are starting to go down into the dark water. Portions of the naval fleet, they're fighting for their lives here. It is very clear how dangerous and sinister the dark water and the dark dweller actually are. This is the best of Octopon's naval fleet that were chosen for this mission, and the fact that they are essentially being borderline annihilated.
So yeah, getting downed by this is horrifying.
Yeah. You can the air is starting to be filled by the agonized screams of men and women alike, and non-binary to be very inclusive of everyone represented here.
And you're suffering, and you're suffering, and you're
You're all
suffering.
suffering
and you're
together.
suffering.
Everybody will
Suffering.
suffer. Yay!
Equal opportunity suffering.
Yes.
Everybody
Vixie's
look under your
Oprah,
seats
You get
because you're
suffering. You
suffering.
get suffering. You get suffering.
I will say this, Ari. As you watch the wave cutter try to get to you, you can see your brother, and he is trying to call to you. He is trying to communicate something to you, but he is still too far away for his words to carry to you.
All right. I'm gonna scream up, Sophie, we need to turn the boat around.
Do we?
They're dying out there.
Not my problem.
Sophie, my family's on that boat.
Sure. Let's risk all of our lives for people who are trying to kill you anyway. And I'll attempt to start trying to turn the boat.
So you are going to attempt, you are trying to turn the Aurora around, and you can't.
Mm.
The Aurora herself is doing, you know,
She's
that scene in
preserving
Avengers?
herself.
Yeah, the scene
Yeah.
in Avengers where the Hulk like took on Thanos and then was like, nope.
No.
That's pretty much what you're dealing with
Yes.
right now.
Mhm.
The Aurora's like,
Valid.
no, absolutely the fuck
So
not. No.
Sophie is trying to turn the boat, and when they can't, they like yell back over their shoulder, the ship's not turning. So if you want to go save them, you need to go jump and do it yourself.
I will say this, Ari, as Sophie fights the ship and is trying to get it to turn, and the Aurora is fighting back, refusing, you both feel the overwhelming fear that the Aurora has of even approaching the situation, but you also see the dark water grabbing hold of the wave cutter. You see the panicked crew trying to push the water back to get away from it, and you watch as your brother's ship begins to sink.
I just got this. Nidla!
What? You hear
Get
the
him
sound like
shield!
you hear this like Niddler's like wiping his mouth because he's been throwing up from the freaking zigzags. And
sorry.
he flies down. He says, "But Ari, this is a treasure rule. Are you sure?"
If I don't, my brother's going to die to Darkwater.
He chose this. I don't know how
He's
many times
my
I have
brother!
to tell you.
Kumu's going
If it
to
was your
reach for the
family, you'd
shield.
save them too.
They died.
Komu reaches for the shield.
Okay, I was gonna say, do you hand Niddler the shield while they're arguing, like having this intense argument?
Kumu's making action to strap the shield to himself and dive.
Okay. As you begin to make this effort, Komu, and you get ready to dive into the water, you see something. A glimmer. Something in the water beneath you.
And look deeper.
It looks almost like a giant bubble. That is rising to the surface.
Your Highness, without the shield, you will be in danger.
But if I don't give it to him, my brother's going to die.
Okay, maybe I was doing too much yelling. Let's think of this rationally right now. We are surrounded by dark water. So is your brother. Your brother, regardless of what we want to think or not, made the sound decision of this is the actions that he was going to take. Unfortunately, as adventurers and pirates on the high seas, sometimes we have to make choices not for our own selfish reasons, but for the betterment of every single person that is on this ship together. Right now, your brother is in a tough spot. I understand that. This is scary. This is dark water. This is not forces to just play around with. This ain't wind or rain. This is the real deal. However, I have a responsibility to not just you, but to everybody else on this ship to keep us safe.
Every single one of the treasures of rule has the ability to destroy dark water.
We can't get them without you.
I'll look over at Ozzy because I have no one else agreeing with me. It's only one. I just need one person to agree with me. So I'll look over at Ozzy for help.
No, I mean, Zara
Bad.
is agreeing with you, actually.
Zara is agreeing with you.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
There's
I take
agreeing
it
with
back.
you.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Ozzy agrees with Sophie. It's like,
See,
yeah. Like normally the characters I play would be like, yes, we must save them, but Ozzy would be like, no, I want to live, thank you.
I
We-
think that
can destroy the dark water using the treasure, not just save the ship. You can destroy the dark water. That's the point of these. If you're not willing to use them, then give them all up and give yourself up right now.
A hand rests slightly on your shoulder, and Cassandra's soft voice joins in and says, Ari, I'm very sorry, but stopping the Dark Dweller and making sure these treasures are used to do that is far more important than what's happening to your brother right now. I hope you can forgive me for asking for help. And as she says that, a bubble surrounds the Aurora. What feels like a soap bubble. And the Aurora itself begins to sink into the sea.
But we're in like an air bubble, right? Like
Yes.
we're
This is
not
supposed to be happening right now.
Yeah. Yep. You are in a bubble sinking
So
into
we're
the
sinking.
ocean.
Movie style reasons.
Mhm.
Ari is going to run to the edge of the bubble and start slamming it with their fists, screaming their brother's name.
Fantastic. You try to slam on the bubble, and you know how when you hit a harp, like you strum the string on a harp and you feel that vibration? That is what it feels like. Your hits are vibrating through the wall, but aren't necessarily able to penetrate the way you might through a normal bubble. And you watch Kadan's ship at halfway, like kind of halfway thing where you see the bow sticking up out of the water at this point. You see sailors like abandoning ship. You see people jumping, and as you watch, you see the familiar pink and purple colors of Anne Sayer fly to the wave cutter and grab your brother to take him back to the Dagron's maw. And you know your sister. She doesn't have the same intentions that you do. She's just keeping her enemies closer, if you will. And Brother Blackheart has gained another hostage. And that is the last thing you see before the ship sinks below the waves. And all of you sink deeper into the ocean.
Jeez. Okay.
You can all breathe. This is like the bubble. It's almost like you're just in a bubble of air.
Oh, that'd be
That's
so
just kind of-
awkward if we started
Yeah.
choking.
I was like,
Grow gills. Good luck.
everyone just sitting there like faces turning red.
Yep.
Ari is on the forward part of the ship. I can't remember what it's called, aft or whatever. And she just
Bow?
like goes on
I
her
think the
knees and she
bow.
just stays there for a minute.
Sophie will. I'm assuming that while we're in this bubble, this ship is like on autopilot, right? Like
the ship can't really do anything. It's in a bubble.
it's just
So it's just
being
going
taken.
wherever it
going
needs
wherever
to.
the bubble is taking
Yeah,
it.
wherever the
Cool.
bubble is taking you. I will say, Ari, that you do feel a bit of pain from the Aurora. Not intense pain, but it seems like when the cannon narrowly missed it, it did scrape it up a little bit. So your ship will need some level of repair at some point.
Cool. Sophie will walk over to Ari, keeping their distance, but is off in Ari's periphery and goes, I know this is rough. This is... Some people aren't built for this life, and some people, this is all they know. For me, this is all I know. we are sometimes faced with the hardest decisions that we need to make in order to keep right to our mission, ourselves, and the people that we're responsible for. And sometimes the ones that we love get caught up in mess that we don't want them having any dealings or handlings in. Darkwater is a threat. I agree with Sayer. If we don't use these tools to try to defeat it, then we will never get anywhere. My parents' death is in vain, as well as countless others. But at the same time, sometimes, like I said, we have to make decisions that are hard. And I know you care about your brother, you care about your family, and you want them safe. I want them safe too. Which is why protecting you and this mission is the utmost importance. Only you can gather all of these. Only you can use them to stop all of this once and for all. But I need to know that you have your head on straight, or else we're not going to make it far. Can you handle this?
There's like a 10-second pause. And then Ari gets up from the knelt pose and she like ties her hair back while she's talking. And she says, I think I'm definitely capable of sorry, let me say again. I am capable of handling this, Captain. When it comes to knowing who to sacrifice, as long as we get the job done, I don't have to worry about the people I care about anymore.
Never said don't care or worry. None of those came out of my mouth. What I said was we make hard decisions sometimes. And the people that we care about get caught in those crosshairs.
You don't have to worry about me, Captain. I'll get the job done.
Okay. And Sophie will turn and walk away, still feeling very uneasy about the situation.
Before they go,
Mm-hmm.
I will, like, as she's walking up and she has the necklace on her neck, you actually see, like, as you're walking away, not before you go, but as you're walking away, you do see Ari grab the necklace and then just take it off. No longer feeling the whole let's go save Dark, go stop Darkwater thing anymore. And she doesn't throw it away, but she puts it in her pocket before she takes a deep breath and she starts walking to her room.
As you go to put this compass in your pocket, the gem gleams, not in the way that it normally would when it senses the treasure of rule, but in the way that it might catch that odd sort of dim twilight that permeates deep water. And in that gleam, two things happen. Zaire, you feel the dark dweller howl in rage as the aurora and its treasures are once again out of its reach. And you can physically see the dark water rising from the surface where the other ships are as it is being summoned. If you look out to the back of the bubble. Nothing else happens for you, Ari, aside from that tiny little glint that comes off of your compass that you may have missed when you shoved it in your pocket. But my physical people, Komu and Sophie and Ozzy, all three of you realize that there is something swimming up to this bubble. And before long, humanoid shapes appear through the murk. The water's not murky, but through the dark of the water. And you realize that these are mer people. And they begin to surround your bubble.
Is Cassandra around?
Cassandra is still on deck. She's been watching Ari. She's kind of been afraid to approach or to continue to speak to Ari because she is very sensitive and recognizes that Ari is probably very upset. And especially with her, more than likely. So she's kind of just allowing Ari to feel her feelings before engaging with Ari again.
Cassandra, is this your doing?
Cassandra folds her hands together and says, yes. It was the only way to keep the treasure safe. There's very little we can do against someone like the Dark Disciples.
It was the right choice. I'm afraid you had to make it. Do you know anything about these merfolk? Are they safe? Do we need to be on alert?
Her gaze grows distant, and she appears to be listening. Probably to thousands of years' worth of espers in her mind, all linked together by one single telepathic link. And she says, they are safe. They are people from a nearby kingdom. A kingdom that's filled with mysteries and about, well, you'll see. Let's just say I invoked an old oath between the espers and the merfolk.
Very well.
Zaire, you feel something begin to hum at your side. Just resonating as essentially it feels familiar magic near it, or resonates with familiar magic that is near it.
I try to reach out with my senses to see what the magic coming from outside is.
Aside from the sudden burst of life that you feel once you reach out your senses of all of the creatures that are currently living in the oceans of Myr, you also feel magic coming off of the merfolk. Specifically, one of them who seems to be armed and gives you the impression that they are perhaps a soldier of some kind. And a gem that seems to sit on their breastplate.
And who else is up on deck with me right now?
Aren't we all?
Except for Ari, I think.
Okay. And I'll turn to the others and just... That warrior there is a very strong magic.
Well, maybe they can get us to where we need to go.
As your bubble continues to float downward, you all see what can logically be discerned as your destination. A kingdom of that's comprised of beautiful, naturally cultivated coral structures that seem to form houses I don't know why this imagery is coming from me, but think the kingdom from The Little Mermaid, but made of coral. Homes that have been decorated with iridescent fish scales and mother of pearl shimmer in the twilight of the deep ocean. And your bubble seems to land in sort of in what appears to be some kind of port. But the ships down here aren't necessarily ships. It just seems to be more of flat planks that are pulled by sea creatures. So that are pulled by different sea creatures, all manner of them. So that is where you now currently find yourselves.
I think Sophie is just kind of off. Now you can look at them and see that they're elsewhere right now. And they're fiddling with, which I don't know if anyone's noticed till now, but there's like a chain that sits around their neck with a plain beat up, tarnished gold ring. And they're just like fiddling with it. Lost in the memory of when they tried to save their parent from the dark water and failed. And I think more than anything else, Sophie was trying to, in the weirdest way, try to keep Ari from having to sit with that guilt of not being able to do anything either.
As you sit there with the guilt, the mer people that have joined you and been with you as you came to a stop in this shimmering, glittering place, that the one that you pointed out that was pointed out that has the gem on their breastplate seems to pass through the bubble as easily as if it were a second skin for them. He hops onto the deck, taking a moment to adjust to air rather than water. And you see a slender, male-presenting individual that actually looks remarkably like Koa, but without the markings of a dark disciple. He stands there and looks at you all and says, "I am looking for the Princess of Octopon. Is she on this vessel?"
Who asks?
I am General Malleus of the Kingdom of Voltameri.
Do we know that name at all?
Nope.
What do you want with her?
My queen wishes to speak with the chosen of Myr.
Well, I think it's up to Ari whether or not she wants to go, don't you think?
Of course. Where is this princess?
Ozzy, can you go find Ari for me, please?
Ozzy looks like she was like really biting her tongue at this conversation. She goes, mm-hmm, and she will hurry back downstairs. She was very tempted to be like, "Yes, it's me. I'm the princess." And actually had a moment of better judgment. It's like,
I'm your princess. It's me.
Do it. We'll be funny.
Oh, that actually been so hilarious.
But for once, common sense actually won in this situation. So
Yay!
You also referred to me as Ozzy, so I'm like, okay, sure.
Yep.
I will scuttle down into the boat. Go look for Ari. I will check her quarters first.
Ari's gone to their room,
Mhm.
and although everything seems calm on the outside,
Mhm.
the door is only slightly ajar, and things are like floating off the ground.
Hmm.
And Ari's like just sat in a chair in their room, staring out like the small porthole in the window and seething.
Okay. You'll hear a little like a frantic knocking. Hey.
They'll turn towards you and like they'll look angry for a moment, and then they'll rein it in, and then they'll go, Ozzy?
Hey, princess, the queen wants to talk to you.
Who?
The merfolk queen. Asked for you by name. Very interesting. The chosen.
Ari will get up. Sorry. Ari will get up and then just walk past you, heading out there.
Wow, that was efficient.
And I'll just follow behind.
And you see Ari, this general, who is very clearly a merfolk, when you come up on deck.
And okay, Ozzy will like go in front and be like, I present to you Princess Ari of Myr. Gives a little fanfare.
Jazz hands.
Jazz fingers.
Finger fingers.
Always the jazz hands.
Yes.
Normally, Ari would pose. Ari does not pose.
Oh.
Oh no. You are the princess of Octopon,
That is I.
chosen of Myr.
I'll nod.
He nods. I bring you greetings from our queen, Diomedes, ruler of the kingdom of Voltimeri.
I accept the greetings and I return them back as a daughter of Myr.
Your Highness, we have honored our oath to help you in a time of great need.
I look very, very, very slowly. I turn to look at Cassandra. And then I look back because I know I will say some shit. And I hold it back and I'll go, I consider your oath commended and I thank you for the help you provided us. We are so grateful for all you've done.
There is more to our oath than assisting you in a time of need, Your Highness.
And if it's all the same to you, please be quick about it.
He takes a deep breath and seems a little off-put by the way in which they are being treated. And says, Your Highness, do you not wish to know about the treasures of Myr?
We're here to find them and rid the world of Darkwater forever. I just saw my brother be taken by Darkwater. If it's all the same to you, I would like to hurry this along. I have no time for niceties or any form of flattery or royalty talk or any of that. Just tell us where they are.
It is not to do with the location of those treasures, Your Highness. That is for you to discover because you are the chosen of Myr. Our kingdom holds the knowledge of the treasures, of the people who made them. Of the ancient magics that were once used in this world.
Ari has a moment where you see a little bit of a twinkle in the right of her eye. And then she remembers why she's here. And she goes, then take us to them, please.
Very well. And he motions to one of the Myr people behind him, who comes forward and offers each of you what looks like a little creature, but instead of the wild versions of this where you would put them on your face and you would each take 2 damage, from breathing underwater. It would allow you to breathe underwater, but at a cost. These are seem more domesticated. They're more docile and less likely to attack you. And as they are very carefully placed on each of your faces, this creature will allow you to breathe underwater for an unlimited amount of time. So basically, it's acting as like a scuba suit. Or scuba tank, rather.
I would like, because we need to show the audience Ari is serious right now.
Yes.
Ari is going to refuse that and then just create an air bubble for herself.
You can tell that this kingdom is very hierarchical in nature because they offer this to you, but upon not being given consent to put it on you, they immediately withdraw and allow you and are accepting of you to use an alternate method. But you seem to be given incredible deference as a princess of Octopon and as a ruler, because this is their first impression of you. They don't know the other version of Ari that everyone else does. So for them, they're like, oh, she's just kind of like this. And everyone else, all of you can now breathe underwater as well. And Malaya says, if you'll follow me, please. We will make our way to the palace of Ultimary. We call it the Coral Gardens. And he moves through the bubble, but before moving fully through, he extends his hand. You'll need my help to move through this.
I'll go take his hand.
Ozzy, you are pulled through easily. And you sort of, because you are in water as opposed to air now, you immediately float upwards.
She's like just kind of struggling to kind of maintain control.
Sort of start cartwheeling.
I think Zare clocks Ari's hesitation, and I'll put my hand on Ari's shoulder and just lean in. There is no one on the ship that understands your anger like I do. But you cannot let it rule you when that anger can be a powerful tool. Control it. Use it.
And with that, can I have Ari step out of the bubble without assistance?
You won't be able to, unfortunately.
Oh, damn, I can't.
Because of the spell. This is
I was like, I'm going to break this spell and walk through. I didn't go, fuck. All right, I'll walk through the person in hand.
Because if you could have broken the bubble, you would have done it to save your brother.
True.
So, but yeah, you are very politely, like this is very much professional and polite par for the course. I am helping you dismount the carriage. You again treated with great deference as you are guided out of the bubble and into the ocean, proper, able to breathe because you have your air bubble on, and so on and so forth. And this process is repeated with everyone. If you guys would like to narrate that, that's fine. I'm happy to do that. I just didn't know if we wanted to do that the whole time. So, but yeah. And as you are all guided out of the bubble, you find that you can also speak fairly easily as well. It's not inhibitive for you to speak words and have conversation. It doesn't sound like it's coming through water either, which is another benefit of this little slightly magical creature. And it is the same with Malaeus' voice. It doesn't sound garbled or weird the way that sound sometimes does when you're listening to it through water. And he says, this way to the Coral Gardens and the Her Majesty Queen Diomedes. She is eager to meet you. And as you all leave, you realize, because Niddler has been outfitted with one of these as well, but who was the last one to debark of you? Sophie, you hear it. They approach the Esper in your group, Cassandra, with a different attitude entirely. One of the Mer soldiers says, Esper, you know the rules. And Cassandra nods. I do. And you watch as she is also equipped with one of these, but a great gold. It looks like a necklace, but it's almost like a cuff, is wrapped around her neck, and it clicks into place. Cassandra goes stiff for a moment, and then goes lax, as a pair of gold bracers are also added to this. And they walk away from her. And
Take that off of her.
We cannot.
What do you... So you just cuff people here?
Espers specifically.
What if I watch out for her? Can you free her in that regard?
The magic of Espers cannot touch Voltmeri. The knowledge that we keep is sacred, and Espers may not record it. This is the agreement that we have reached with them. To allow one Esper in with connection to all the rest is to divulge our secrets to all the world.
All right, whatever.
So
I think it's kind of messed up, but I got it, I guess.
Cassandra looks at you and says, this is the agreement. I am unable to record or reach out to my family while we're here. And everything I see I won't be able to communicate it. I may remember it, but it'll all be a blur. That's what these do.
Sophie's not gonna fight it.
Good thing Komu didn't see that.
Yeah, Komu would have been ready to fight.
Yeah, I'm like, Sophie looks so disgusted, like genuinely disgusted, but knows that this is more than likely not a fair fight, and she's very outnumbered and in a new place. And also they really want to talk to Ari, so and Ari's already on 10, so I will not stir up anymore.
Yep.
But I am making note of that. I think even me and well, I don't know if Komu actually like has seen it or not.
He has not seen it because Komu would have lost it. Komu would have been like, no. Keep her on the ship then, dude.
Yeah, so apparently I'm the only one that sees that. Sophie looks so off-put when you see them again.
The general attitude, by the way, just for clarity, isn't necessarily hatred. They don't hate Espers. It's suspicion and paranoia.
Yeah, that doesn't make it right.
That's very much the attitude. It's still not great. Right. I'm not justifying. I'm just clarifying.
I appreciate the clarification 100%. It doesn't change how Sophie feels, but I do appreciate the clarification.
Yeah. I just want you to know, Vixie, at some point we're all gonna see it and we're all gonna kick off. I just want you to know it's happening.
Just so you know.
Just be ready.
Just so you know.
Just so you know, it's hot. Just be ready for the next session.
Just be ready because it's gonna be ugly.
Sophie, that is the image that you leave the ship with. And Cassandra is sort of in the back as your crew is guided towards the glittering, shimmering palace at the center of this city, what is known as the Coral Gardens. Fish swim around you and swim in and out of this place. And we follow all of you as you are sort of swim-led, because there's no gravity here, or gravity is significantly lessened because you're in water. And we're just going to ignore water pressure here because different world. Mer, you're not imploding today. So,
I don't want to implode.
no, please. That would be awful. This is not a horror game, actually. So it's an
Might be
adventure
kind of
game.
cool to see a human accordion. I don't know.
Maybe another game. But anyway, all of you make your way towards the court of Queen Diomedes. And what we will find in the court and what information we will find in the kingdom will be left for the next adventure. We're going to zoom out of there as you all walk towards the castle, and we end on the final frame of that castle as we, move on to our next episode. What mysteries does the kingdom of Valtameri hold? You'll have to join us next Saturday for more high adventure with the Pirates of Darkwater. And I finally got to say it, and that makes me very happy. I didn't have to shove it in at the end.
What a
sode.
Holy shit.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us today at the Happy Jacks RPG Network. I'd like to thank the chat mods for their hard work. And as always, thank you to our amazing Patreons who keep us ad-free and independent. I would love to say that I can take credit for telling this incredible story, but I cannot, because I do not tell these stories by myself. My incredible table is also responsible for this fabulous tale. And let's go around once again, starting with my favorite person in red, Pooja. Tell us who you are and where we can find you.
Hi, I'm Pooja. You can find me on the internet as Forgotten Saves. If you want to see me play more TTRPGs, I am on the Astral Circus on Sundays, playing everyone's favorite Thembo Esthe Para, a tiefling martial sorcerer, which is a subclass that I have been playtesting for Jason, our GM. It is a lot of fun. We are breaking this character. We are probably going to break the hells. Just know. With the power of feelings. If you want to hear me play different RPGs, I'm all over the Happy Jacks back catalog or Queen's Court Games Mekong. In today's world, we are living in the worst timeline, unfortunately. SNAP benefits have just been cut off. Mm-hmm. As we go into the holiday season, as we go into much colder temperatures, a lot of the places, people are going hungry. So there's so many things that you can do to help. The biggest benefit to food banks that will be hit incredibly hard until this is resolved is money. But if you have supplies that you already have and that you know that you are not going to use, donate those as well. Canned goods, dried milk, those kinds of things are very helpful to food banks, but money is the most important thing because they can stretch your dollars further than any one individual ever could. There are also other funds being set up around the country to support people buying their own groceries. Please look some of those up. Your city's name or your area's name with like SNAP fund, those kinds of keywords. There's also Happy Jacks owns Sam, whose author name is Sylvie Hellstaff, is a part of a group of authors and artists who are donating. If you donate to your local food bank, send in, like a copy of the donation receipt, you can get their books for free. You can get art for free. There's a lot of different stuff. Like there are a lot of different incentives. So if you don't have money right now, if you don't have extra goods, but if you do have time, they're also going to be hit hard and need volunteers. Barring any of that, because we do live in a capitalist hellscape and we are all in it right now, spread the word. Share different funds. Share different people's efforts. that goes a long way as well. So take care of each other.
Only we can.
Yep. The only way to get through these times is by leaning into your community.
Right.
Because community is how we are going to get through this, helping each other. In any case, thank you, Pooja. Now we know where we can find you and how to lend our aid in these times of need. Moving on to our favorite monk, who we just barely avoided a knockdown drag-out fight with some merfolk. Komu, tell us about who you are and where we can find you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Joe, and I've been Komu this episode and most episodes on this actual play. You can find me by following me to donate some of my time, money, and resources to the nearest food bank. If you have any questions about finding what's close to you, please go to findhelp.org. Just enter your zip code. That is one of the fastest ways to get connected to resources around you. Some of you know me from political work that I do online. If you do know me, no, you don't. Thank you very much.
Okay. And moving right along to the wonderful, our favorite googly-eyed pirate, Ozzy.
Hi, everyone. I'm Courtney. I played Ozzy through this whole series, not just part of it. Also reiterating all of the wonderful things that Joe and Pooja stated. My company recently did some volunteer work at a food bank, and it was actually really fun. So bring a group of friends. You can get a lot of work done and do a lot of good, which is awesome. If you want to see me, hear me play hurdy-gurdy, you can find me on TikTok at Courtney Lee Craft. My NDA project is still not out yet, so I still can't promote it, but maybe by the end of the
soon.
Series. Maybe.
Very soon.
Hopefully soon.
Yay. And next but not last, Sophie.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sam Star. I played Sophie. You can find me all across the interwebs, more specifically where the butterflies do fly brighter, at Lust for Life X, LUSTTFORLAFEX. Yeah, follow me on socials to know what I'm doing, or you can watch Transplanter RPG tonight at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the next episode of Arc 4 of the Chaos Protocol, which I'm very, very, very excited about. This arc is going to be devastating. But I think what I am most excited about is in the midst of everything that's been happening in relation to food banks, the country of Jamaica was just hit with a catastrophic Category 5 storm.
Yep.
I have family down there and friends. They're doing well, but it is rough right now. So Transplanter actually will, if you want, please feel free to come by Transplanter's stream tonight. We will be raising money for Jamaican hurricane relief so that we can get funds out to them down there as well too. This is, like Pooja said, the worst timeline, and everything bad is happening right now with so little infrastructure for any type of help at all. All of it's been gutted. So community relying on community. Every little bit helps, no matter what you can do.
That is what
and for those of people listening in the US, I mean, we're still feeling the effects of Katrina.
Literally
21 years later.
And that was a Category 4. That wasn't as bad as this one.
And that was not as bad as this hurricane that just hit Jamaica.
As someone who's lived through a Cat 5 and Cat 4 hurricanes, because I'm from Florida, these are not pleasant experiences. And especially in the islands, the infrastructure is just not set up in the same way. In Florida, we're very fortunate that Florida had a fairly strong hurricane infrastructure. So it's not as bad. We're prepared for it because we're used to it. But the islands have a harder time because they are surrounded on all sides by water. So you do experience the worst of the worst, the flooding, the property loss, home loss. There's a lot that goes with that. So please consider coming on to Transplanters RPG stream because it is so important to have that aid and those benefits. But yeah, and last but not least, our main character energy,
Queen.
Lloyd.
Or
the
king.
Princess and Chosen of Myr.
I'm talking about Lloyd, it's king. When we're talking
Oh.
about Ari, it's queen.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, I do both. I'm not picky.
You know
Monarch?
what?
I'm Lloyd.
Valid. I love that.
I'm Lloyd. I exist. Don't worry about me. Pay much into what everyone else said. Thank you very much.
Hey, Lloyd, I love you. Keeping it short and sweet. The best. Anyway, everyone. And last but not least, it is me. My name is Vixie Bell, and I've been your friendly neighborhood GM here on Happy Jack's TTRPG. And you can also find me over at the Pocket Dragon Pub, where I run, play, and produce games. We just finished our last official game for Roll for Wishes, which is our charity event, because I also am altruistic. We raise money for Make-A-Wish International. This is done and led by Logomancy Media. We are one of the participating channels, and we have raised over $17,000 for the charity communally between all of us. I know the Pocket Dragon blew
Hell
through
yeah.
2 of our goals, and we were working on our 3rd. Last night, we ended our session of Candela Obscura. We did a game called The Circle of Wires and Whispers. The VOD is available on the channel now. Be sure to check it out. You can find me here every Saturday GMing the Pirates of Dark Water, as always, with this fabulous table that I love so much. And we have a bunch of stuff coming up. Oh, I have a bunch of stuff coming up specifically at PAX U. If you are headed to PAX Unplugged, look up my event, Power Word Unity. This is a BIPOC networking event that is going to be highlighting BIPOC-led channels and BIPOC-led Discords to help cultivate the community within the TTRPG hobby. We need to stick together. And again, the only way we're going to get through these troubling times is with community. And part of that is coming together, sticking together, and lifting each other up as well as ourselves. And also taking definitive action, because when you say you're going to support our streams, I expect you to do that. Anyway, not that I'm bitter or have a bug up my butt about that or anything, you know. But yeah, please support all the wonderful work that we are doing in the space. We are raising money for people in need. We are doing a lot to make the world a better place. I hope that you leave, here at least thinking about making the world a better place, and that you continue to do that in your everyday. Thank you so much for joining us. There's a bunch of other stuff I got to say for Happy Jacks, or Kimmy will find me. And so thank you for so much for joining us. I'd like to thank I'd like to thank our chat mods for their hard work. And as always, thank you to our amazing Patreons who keep us ad-free and independent. Join us Saturdays at 12 p.m. EST, 9 a.m. PST for our next session. And if you want to catch up on past episodes, visit happyjacks.org/Pirates of Dark Water. And if you want to find all of the other APs on the Happy Jacks network, just visit happyjacks.org without the /Pirates of Dark Water part. Thank you, and have a wonderful rest of your day, folks. Good night, or good afternoon, or whatever good time zone. I give up.
Good time zone. I give up.